welcome back to my channel. This reading is going to be for the Arcturian Starseeds, and I just really want to tap in here and see what we get. Just so you know, all my readings are considered timeless. Please hit that like, really helps me out. Leave a comment if this resonates for you. Also, if you like these sorts of videos, want to see more, please consider subscribing. Hit that bell so you can see when I upload new readings, many more to come. And if you weren't aware, I do Starseed origins readings for all the different origins. And what can I get for the Arcturians? And so let's just see here. I want to get a clarifier. Let's see. Can I get a clarifier for the King of Cups? Oh, okay. They're telling me to pull one more clarifier for this end card. Yeah, this card wants to come out. This card wants to come out. I want one more card. The energies have been crazy because of the eclipse. Okay, let's see what we got going here. I will pull more cards as I'm guided to do so, but let's see, Arcturians. So, wow, okay, lots of fears. I'm feeling lots of phobias, lots of fears that are blocking you. But I also feel like you're kind of starting to see in between the lines, in between the gaps, really like fully understanding situations, really fully understanding from a broader, higher perspective, kind of like seeing through the barriers, the blockages. Like, this is time now where we're like learning how to take all of that we've learned thus far and really starting to implement it forward in a clarifying way to where we know what to do next. We know what to do next now. There's no more thick blockages. We can see between these. We can see through these as if there were like a hologram, and we can see the other side. We can see the future. We're not dwelling on the past anymore. We're not going to dwell on the past anymore. That's a huge message. Like, don't dwell on the past anymore. Look towards your future. Figure out your blockages and ways to seep through these as if you were water, right? I always like that analogy. But you're really learning and identifying and seeing through to the future as to where you can clear these holograms or these blockages yourself. And these boundaries, perhaps. This is also about boundaries. This is also about boundaries, knowing how to set boundaries. And I think we're learning this like more and more and more as we go. But this is a great message to have your balancing with the boundaries, have your balancing with clearing blockages. And it's like, it's all coming into union. And we do have the Two of Cups here, the make love, not war. For this, I feel like this is a lot of divine unions coming into play, a lot of relationships where people are meeting like-minded individuals. This doesn't have to be romantic. This can be friendships, soul family, just like people coming into one alignment where they're almost like taking communion under their origination and where they're from. So I feel like a lot of Arcturians are meeting up with like-minded Arcturians, but also all different races and like the original races. I'm hearing like the original races. So it could be this could be many different races. Okay, but you're coming into alignment. You're figuring out, oh, hey, we all come from the same DNA, whether it's been manipulated, hijacked, or whatever, but you're coming into divine union with people and realizing the unity and how we're all one. And more of you are going to be collaborating. More and more of you are going to be connecting, forming new relationships, like solid relationships. And we're definitely unifying. I love how on this card it says, make love, not war, because this is really what we're doing. We're learning how to set our differences aside and see others' differences as beautiful, and learning the alchemy of conjoining both of those perspectives into one. And we have the Three of Swords. So I feel like there's a lot of heartbreak happening at this time within relationships, all different kinds of relationships. I feel like there's also like a lot of like illusions. I feel like there's a lot of like veils over certain eyes. But I also feel with this card also is like activation. Lots of activations coming in, and they're pretty harsh. Like they feel like you're getting pierced in your heart. They feel like you're getting pierced in your third eye. Like you're gonna feel these things like bubble throughout your body, like with all kinds of different sensations, different ascension symptoms. But it's because we have just gone through a huge, massive day, which was that of June 21st. And leading up to that cataclysm, like I spoke about in the last reading, will be December 21st, 2020. It was like the huge event where cosmically it hasn't happened for 6,000 years. So it's like these pre-activations are going to get more and more and more and more and more and more intense. So it's really asking you to stay in alignment with your mind, your body, your soul, the balance, the balance, the balance. Like that's a huge message. Whatever you can to get balanced, whatever you can to get balanced. Also work on strengthening your third eye abilities, because they're just going to be open and open and open more and more and more, as to where you're just going to see through other realms, as to where you're just going to see the holographs, as to where you're just going to see your beings of light. You're just going to see things for what they are. You're going to see everything. So it can be quite intense, especially if it's just been opened and activated all at once. So working with your third eye, strengthening your third eye, distinguishing between visions that you're seeing, perceiving, working with this, practicing with this, it's all going to help you, and it's all happening for a reason, right? So we can see through the illusions. It's more and more of us are. And we have the unity, because this is this is the change leading into unity. This is asking you to do the right thing for the right reason. Okay? This is also comparing traditional versus new approaches to see which works best for you. So you may have like different programming ran from the time that you were a little kid up until now about what your parents deem as feasible and moral, ethics, you know, these things come into play, but it's like, what is your story? And how are you going to help bring us into unity that much more? Like, are you in relationships that are suiting you? Are you in a mindset that is suiting you? Are you taking care of yourself to where it's suiting you to be the best warrior that you can be, the best light warrior that you can be? Are you recognizing the unity outside of yourself instead of inside of yourself? Like unity inside of yourself, unifying yourself, like it's a huge message. So the balance of the mind, the body, and the spirit, and realizing that you are already whole. You are already enough. You are already right where you need to be. But are you keeping in balance? Are you really unifying and loving yourself fully? Or are you looking outside yourself for answers? Are you looking outside yourself for this feeling of unity that you long to have with inside of yourself? So this is a huge message. And this is also growing your spiritually minded community. And take note how it's right next to the Two of Cups here. So yeah, growing your spiritually minded community. It's like more and more people are going to come into play here. And it's because it's all in the divine alignment. It's all meant to happen this way. We have King of Cups in the reverse. So this is with the two dolphins, the king on his throne. And I feel like a lot of you are confused right now. I feel like a lot of you are, again, kind of out of balance. Like either your divine masculine is like part of you, aspect of you is taking over the divine feminine, or vice versa, or you're filling up your cup to one but not the other. And it's really asking you to like be mindful of both of these energies and try to bring them into balance. Like balance is a huge word here. If you're Arcturian, I highly recommend working with water, doing water affirmations in the morning. That's a huge thing. That's actually been helping me a lot a lot. And I notice the days where I don't do it, I'm so off kilter. So working with water, drinking your water, putting affirmations into your water, crystal charging your water, when you're doing or washing your hands, saying a prayer to yourself through the water, because this water activates your DNA. And it's things that we take for granted, like these, having this unlimited access to water, this unlimited access to cellular memory. And we're learning how to wake up to this. You can even alchemize your water, say there's fluoride in it. I honestly believe that the indigos have the ability to alkalize and defluorinate their water just by setting the intention to do so, and sending love into the water by respecting the water and having that respect, and therefore the water respects you back. Blessing your water. It really does a lot to the molecular structure of the water, and this is just a channel message that I'm getting in right now. It's really going to help you. So just take note, like, to break it down simply, before you drink water, put positive affirmations into it. Send your love from your heart chakra into the water. Tell the water how much you respect it, because in return, the water respects you. Set the intention to defluorinate your water and also to alkalize your water. And I really feel like this will really help. It's gonna, and also set the intention to activate your DNA. Like, if there's a step further that you want to go with your ascension, all you have to do is ask, because you have free will. So if you ask your guides to activate your DNA with the water, it's a natural occurring DNA molecular structure within the water that's going to permeate through your body and activate your own DNA to get you to that next step, that that evolution, that evolvement to where you want to go. So that's a great message that just flew through, and it doesn't surprise me because we have, the Cups card and the dolphins and all that. So I feel like a lot of Syrians are watching this too, which is great. All Starseed Origins can watch this. It's going to benefit you. Even if it's specifically derived for the Arcturians, remember, we're all linked as one. So these readings, you can watch all the origins. You're going to get benefits from each one of them. I'm simply just transmitting the energies from that Arcturus star region through me to you, through this reading with light codes, energetic advancements, and knowledge to help assist you with your own awakening. Now, because this is in the reverse, what it's asking you here is to get advice from someone professional and objective. So I feel like a lot of you perhaps are needing advice with a certain area in your life. And it's just simply asking you to either ask your guides, because you know the answers within yourself. If you're really struggling with this, ask someone who has done this for years in that specific field. They will have the most knowledge thus far in their time of life, if you look at time as linear. So get advice from someone professional, objective. I could see some of you doing public speaking, of course. Lots of public speaking, lots of standing up for your truth, because you all hold this divine knowledge. Like the owl, you hold the divine, he's got the owl on his shoulder, and it's like you have all this knowledge inside of you. You have it available outside of you. Technically, if you think of your guides as outside of you, they're not, they're a part of you. But humans tend to think that their guides are outside of them, when really it's just higher dimensional aspects of them. But if you understand that this knowledge is actually within inside of you, that in itself activates, because we are made up of water, right? So when you activate your own waters, you are activating your own consciousness. That's a message I just got. Okay. So public speaking, really standing up for your truth, really speaking your thoughts, speaking your beliefs, really doing this in a public, way. And I really encourage a lot of you to do this if you have not already, because not only is it therapeutic for yourself, it's helping the world. You're helping the world by evolving yourself, is another message. And then I also see unemotional relationships here. It says unemotional relationships. So I feel like a lot of you will be realizing who is for you, who is not, and then making the adjustments from there. And then we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like this is kind of, what am I getting here? Painting a beautiful picture for yourself. And a lot of you are discouraged when it comes to this. Like a lot of you have like these beautiful ideas of like these huge elaborate creations that you have in your mind, but you're not really sure how to bring them into fruition. And this energy that's going on right now is really going to help direct you in the most productive way with the correct steps from your guides. If you call upon your guides or yourself on what to do next, you'll have the answers. Write them down. Like, you will receive the answers. I'm hearing work with lapis lazuli, as I've been like holding it up to my throat chakra this entire time so I can communicate these messages, because there's a lot coming through and sometimes it's hard for me to deliver all of them at once when they're flying in. So I feel like it's a very structured way of going about bringing your goals into fruition, and I feel like that's what you're going to be doing. You're bringing your big dreams as a creator onto this earthly plane of existence. So these higher dimensional frequency creations, you're actually embodying them through your vessel and creating them and birthing them onto the earth. And it's a really beautiful process to see. But it's asking you to believe in yourself more and to get more clear, simply by writing things down, so that way you have an objective way of going about completing these things. So really grounding your ideas. You can work with pyrite. Pyrite's really good for channeling and grounding. It's great for star seeds, especially when it comes to setting goals or bringing your huge dreams into fruition. But I'm seeing big dreams. I'm seeing collaborations. I'm seeing charity work. I'm seeing like communities coming together. I'm seeing like murals being painted on buildings that are just beautiful, loving, unifying pictures. I'm seeing amazing art pieces being created by the Arcturians. I'm seeing just this unity consciousness being embodied through the creations that they create. And then other people look upon this art and receive those codes and receive those frequencies, and then they can pass it on. It's that domino effect, right? And it's like our consciousness is being awakened into this, and it's going to be happening and occurring more and more. And just believe in yourself, believe that you can bring this into fruition, because the fact that it's already in your brain and in your visual perspective means it's something that's meant for you, and it's something that's been already created. It's just you have a little bit harder of a time being on a lower dimensional plane, anchoring that high dimensional frequency of creation of that creative project into this plane. But you're doing it, and by setting the steps, it's going to help you to bring it into fruition that much more, just by grounding the idea. Grounding is a huge thing for star seeds, and I see you guys creating amazing things, like so innovative, so creative, things that have never been done before. And people say, oh, well, they were creations from the creator in the first place, and that, a perspective of that might be true, but these are things that we've never seen thus far, at least in this earthly time that we are coexisting on at this time, if you look at time as time. So it's really beautiful, it's really exciting, it's very innovative, it's very different and unique. And we have be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. So really standing up for yourself and your values and your morals. Everything's going to go your way, and a good person or company to work for. So definitely a lot of you are having good people coming in, good companies to work for. And it just takes believing that it's coming, because a lot of you don't believe that it is, but you are, because a lot of you are very compassionate, you're accomplished, you're charismatic, and you're gifted. And they want you to believe that these good things are coming, because sometimes we get knocked off those beliefs when negative things happen or occur in our life, because we're still experiencing duality and dealing with the daily duality, correct? But it's asking you to really be assertive when it comes to what you know is right and what you want, okay? Because everything is going to go your way. You just kind of have to take your own throne back. And there's a good person coming in, right? There's a good person coming in to help you. And you'll know these people. These are like your angels embodied in human form. These are people that will reach out to you when things are not going right, or these are people that are always there, that are encouraging you, supporting you, that just make you feel those higher dimensional frequencies, that of which you came from. And these are probably soul family members that you have lived lifetimes with, and you're just remembering now. So these are good people coming in. They want you to know that these people are coming in. Don't doubt this, because they're coming, okay? Even if you haven't seen them thus far, they're coming. They're coming into your fruition. Like they're already here. They're entering your life as we speak, and you will be seeing more and more of these people please leave a comment below if you've already been experiencing this as I have. And there's also a good company to work for too. So like the company you keep, right? Really making sure you keep good people around you, making sure that the work that you do goes along with what you believe in. And I feel like more and more of you are going to be creating this slowly but surely, but it's a beautiful divine alignment. And it's like the way the economy is going to flourish is through us star seeds creating this new way of going about doing it. And then it leaks and permeates into other realms of consciousness within other beings. And then things, you just start to see your outside world reflecting the inside world, that of which you are creating, because you're a big part of it, because you're a creator. And none of this creations would even exist without any of us in it. Like we all have our own puzzle piece to complete the puzzle, right? So make sure you're using your puzzle piece wisely, right? Make sure you're bringing your love and your light, all of it, nothing held back. Like this is the time. This is the time. We have divine magic. See, divine magic is at play here. And it says extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. So Arcturians, like you have all this magical energy and people and things surrounding you. And your guides, they're like right freaking in your face. Like you're probably going to notice this. They want you to expect the miracles, because if you're not expecting them and you're only expecting the worst, you are a creator of your reality, and that is what you will receive, is what you're dishing out and what you're thinking. So you really need to understand and understand that these miracles are coming, and expect them to, and they will happen more and more. And then the last card is accept heaven's help. And this says you've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. So many of you are seeing like prayed and manifested and culminated all these ideas and all these souls and all these like light beings that are integrated into the human form right here and now, and you're all merging together, and it's like all these beautiful doves on their way delivering these downloads and messages and ways to be supported, and you feel their support, and all it's asking you to do is to accept it instead of negate it or not align with it. It's asking you to align with it and simply accept it, because you've prayed for this help. So get your mind out of the way and just let the beings help you, because they're here and they're helping you now.
Shameless plug, you guys. I just want to let you know I'm now offering 15-minute personal readings for $44.44. So if anyone's interested, the link will be below. These are for any messages you're needing to hear at this time from your guides, from your beings of light. I love doing these for you, so definitely check it out. It'll be in the description box below. Love you guys.
All the messages that I'm getting, I was going to pull another card, but they're telling me this is the clear message right here. So I love you all so much, Arcturian Starseeds. I really hope this helps you. Just know, and I have a feeling it will, just know that what you are doing amazing, and just amazing things are just going to happen more and more and more. Just be open to that and kind of expect that to occur, and it will. All in divine timing, but it is coming in, and it's happening as we speak. So very awesome reading, you guys. If you like this, please give this a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if this resonated with you. If you want to see more of these videos, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell so you can see when I upload these videos, because I will be doing like a Sirian, a Pleiadian, Andromedan, perhaps Hydra, Mintaka, Spica maybe. I'm going to do a few different ones, I think, this month. I'm not sure exactly. I might combine some too. So keep a lookout for that. Hit the bell so you can see when they upload. And I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful, tremendous, amazing day. Take care of yourself, stay in balance, and until next time, I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.